Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Agent 03432's YouTube channel. This is Zero here, bringing you my first YouTube video. What better way to bring you my YouTube kickoff than by bringing you Destiny, a game that I've been hooked on for the last couple of months, and I am bringing you the Cabal Brothers strike, running it with a couple of my boys, Finn and Shane. We dominate here, not gonna lie. I do die a couple of times, but it's no big deal. My boys got my back. Pretty easy bringing me up. I am running the Warlock Sunsinger class, with my setup being Firebolt Grenade, which is probably one of the best grenades in the game. I highly recommend it. I use it all the time. It's useful in PvP, PvE, anything you're running, you're gonna love it. Trust me, use it. My jump is focus burst, which really this doesn't make too much of a difference, especially in this strike. You may find different jumps to be more catered towards your style of gameplay. The raids with the jumping puzzles, you may want to switch it up, figuring out which one works best for you. It doesn't really matter here. I am also running Radiant Skin for my Radiance ability. Now, there are only two things I use for Radiance. It's either Radiant Skin or Fireborn. Radiance here, Radiant Skin I'm running here because I know my boys got my back. I know we're a good fire team. We have a very high light level. Cabal Brothers strike isn't going to be too difficult for us. However, when I am running a couple of different modes, maybe with some randos who look like they don't know what they're doing, or if I'm playing elimination in PvP, I will run Fireborn so I can get that revive myself and help my team out in any way I can. For Scorch, my melee, I'm using Flame Shield. You guys will see this saves my life so many times it isn't even funny. Low health, run up to an enemy, melee him, get that shield, get out of there as quickly as possible. I am running Arcane Spirit and Defiant Order. This will increase my armor and recovery to the max. I don't really need agility on this class. I'm trying to stay back from enemies as much as possible. Coupled with that, I am using Viking Funeral, which the enemies you ignite burn longer and take more damage. This is going to be helpful in any game mode that you play, so I highly recommend it. And coupled with that, I am doing Touch of Flame, which all grenades ignite enemies, causing damage over time. Coupled with Viking Funeral, it is very useful, so I highly recommend it. Gun-wise, my primary is the Hung Jury from the Dead Orbit, where obviously you have to have Firefly equipped. That's just a must for those of you who do not know what Firefly is. Precision kills with this weapon causes target to explode. Obviously it is very useful, you can tell just from hearing it. The other one I use is Hand-Laid Stock, which increases the stability, making it very accurate, especially from long distances. I get so many precision kills with this weapon just because of how stable it is. The stability is almost maxed out, and the other perk on this class is Triple Tap, which triple tap every time you land quick precision kills in a row. It returns an ammo to the mag, which can give you more bullets than what your mag typically has, which allows you to fire longer, which is always good, especially when you're facing bosses, because you can easily hit precision kills with them over and over again, which allows you to continue to hit them for longer. My special weapon is the Conspiracy Theory, and I honestly love this shotgun. I run it on all my classes, Hunter, Warlock, and Titan. It's just extremely useful, and I have never had any complaints with it. I love using a shotgun. I highly recommend it for anyone who loves getting up close and personal. It has also saved my life so many times where the hung juries ran out of bullets, enemies are closing in, I switched to the conspiracy theory and am easily able to rock enemies with it. What I'm running on the conspiracy theory is rangefinder, so aiming the weapon increases its effective range. Rifled barrel, which increases the range again, even though it gives you a little bit slower reload, but you shouldn't be reloading under fire anyway, just switch weapons or run out of harm's way. The increased range on shotguns is always the most important. You're gonna find that the best shotguns have the longest range. And then performance bonus. Kills with this weapon have a chance to grant bonus reserve ammo, which is always nice. The heavy weapon that I'm using, you gotta love it, the Dark Drinker, is the exotic sword, Void Sword, which is just awesome. All my friends and I, everyone I know, loves using exotic swords. It's just fun to go around chopping people up. You guys gotta check into it. Get that exotic sword. You're gonna love it, trust me. So on the exotic sword, the main focus of your exotic sword is when you click R2, you go in a spiral vortex and just chop everything up. That's huge. It is absolutely huge, especially when you are surrounded by enemies. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Use it. The helmet I'm running is Light Beyond Nemesis, which supers generate an extra orb. You revive and be revived quicker. This is extremely useful in any place where you can revive players. You definitely notice the revive, and you're gonna save your teammates and yours lives so many times by having this quicker revive.
Something's wrong with this.
My gauntlets are Samsara 1. This I have increased melee attack speed and increased reload speed with shotguns. I can also use gain bonus melee energy on grenade hits, which is what I actually think I'm running with this. My chest is Azeroth Bend 1, which increases the amount of scout rifle. Obviously, I'm using the hung jury, which is a scout rifle, and it also reduces incoming arc burn damage, which really doesn't make a difference in this one, in this strike, but it is just the chest piece that I have the highest light level on. The leg pieces that I am using is the Path of Zol, which I have gotten from the raid. I have increased shotgun ammunition. Obviously, I told you guys I'm running a shotgun. I love that shotgun. I love to keep as much bullets as possible with it. I have increased agility when torn beyond dimensions, which obviously doesn't make a difference here. And I also gain a boost to agility per every melee kill, and it stacks for 20 seconds, which is extremely useful when you're killing enemies. The bond that I have equipped is the Bond of Wormlord. I am running increases the upgrade rate for scout rifles. My scout rifle is full, so it really doesn't matter at this point. It also increases my Vanguard reputation. Obviously, I am running a Vanguard strike, so that will help me out with that. And then for my artifact, I have the Sins of Kalatan, and this is arc precision kills against minions of darkness have a chance to create an orb. Obviously that doesn't matter, but again, this is my highest light level thing. It does matter a little, but not extreme amount. I'm more worried about my shotgun, my scout rifle, and reviving my teammates quicker. So that's a little into the build that I have going on. Obviously now we're coming towards the end here in the Cabal Brothers strike, where my boys and I are trying to finish off these Cabal Brothers. As you can tell, we're all working together. We're working hard trying to get these Cabal Brothers down. We have very good teamwork. We're all focused on what we gotta do, taking out the minions as well as the Cabal Brothers. Hopefully You guys see this, see what you have to do to take these guys out. It's not too hard, but one of the main strategies for this strike is you have to constantly be on your toes. You have to constantly keep moving. Why do you have to keep moving? One Cabal brother is going to be chasing you guys around the map. You're going to have to run to get out of his melee. The other one is going to be shooting off cannons, which if you are not paying attention, it's going to come down. It's going to dominate you. They also call in recruits, which is going to be difficult. They call in a lot of recruits at a lot of different times. As you can tell, I wasn't paying attention. One of the Cabal brothers jumped right on top of me and destroyed me. So that's one of the things you have to be aware of. Even when you're running away, they will still chase you from behind, and you will not know where they are coming from. If you slow down for 1 second, you could end up being taken down. Right here, just trying to take out some of the reinforcements before the Cabal brothers come back for their final attempt to destroy us. This is the Dark Drinker exotic void sword that I was talking about. Obviously, you guys can tell I love running around with it. I love chopping things up. There are times I'll even go up to bosses and try to chop them with my sword. Probably not the best of ideas, but I try to do it anyway. I know my teammates. I trust my teammates. They always got my back. And here's the final assault with the Cabal brothers coming out, going to try and finish them off, and spoiler alert, we do. The Cabal brothers at the recommended light level and the light level my boys and I are running isn't extremely hard. Really, none of the Vanguard strikes are when you are running with guys you know and trust. Obviously, when you're running with randos, it's going to be a little bit harder. But here you go, taking out some more minions, making sure my teammates have a clear shot at the Cabal brothers. Obviously, I mentioned earlier the flame shield. Getting that shield up is always important. Obviously, the firebolt grenade, throwing it behind the Cabal, hitting him from behind because he has this shield up. And again, like I said, paying attention, that's one of the main things. I get killed by another Cabal brother because I'm just not constantly moving. That is the strategy for this. I implore you guys, when you are playing this, keep on the constant move. It is very important, or they are going to take you out. Down goes one Cabal brother. Now we have one Cabal brother left, which shouldn't be too hard. When the two come out, it is definitely a lot harder because you have two things coming at you at once. You have the cannon, and you also have the melee Cabal brothers. Now we're winding down here almost towards the end. We have about another minute and a half left, and this Cabal brother is almost taken care of. Obviously, I'm trying to get out of his cannon range, but sometimes that's difficult, especially when you're trying to reload. You're being shot at by all these other minions. It's difficult, but again, pay attention and you guys will do fine. One of the reasons why I do love the Sunsinger class is because of the grenades. It is awesome. It's the best grenades in the game. As you can see, we finally finish off the Cabal brothers. I don't really get much drops on this site, but thank you guys for watching this YouTube video. If you will, like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me out. Give me some feedback on what's going on, what you want to see, what you guys need help with, and I'll post a video on it. Obviously, this is my first YouTube video, so I'm kind of getting the hang of it, but as time goes on, I'll get better. This is Agent Zero signing out, telling you, do not let anybody tell you you cannot accomplish your dreams. Peace.